Ready.
Hi there. Welcome everyone to the Habits of Health class on Tuesday night. My name is Rick Green. I am a certified health coach, and I would love to share some things tonight. One of those is I'm going to have Candace Beared do the presentation, and we're going to be talking about support. But first, I'd like to introduce you to one of my clients. And she's got a little story. Now, I'm sorry that this is pre-recorded and not live tonight, but she didn't have time to come in this evening in order to talk about this. But we do have her on tape, or I guess as it is digital. So I'm going to go ahead and bring her up here. Her name is Karren, and she's got a story to tell. So here we go. I'm going to play Karren's before and after.
Okay.
Hey, Karren. So I'd love to have you come in here, and we've been talking about your health and where you were a couple of years ago. And I see the pictures up here on the screen, and I can see this is you with your son.
That's right.
Got some stats going on up here, and then I can see you. There's a lot of difference between where you were and where you are now. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, to begin with, when I got interested in this program, my health wasn't really good. I was overweight, obviously. My blood pressure was up, not where my doctor wanted it to be, 168/98. And my weight, obviously, you can see by the graph there, 157 pounds. My highest I've ever been in my life, and I was out of control. I like to eat, and I was enjoying eating, and I gained all that weight gradually over the years. So when I was first introduced to Take Shape for Life through you, and I saw how much weight you'd lost and the success you'd had, I decided I needed to know more about it. So you introduced me to it, told me what it was. And when you first did, I'm going, what? You did what? And so I got all excited, and I wanted to learn more.
Okay, so now I see the graphs up here that you've got. You started in the program at 157 pounds, and you hit near your goal weight of 132 in about 2 months, two and a half months.
That's right.
And so with the progression of that, how did you feel, going from 157 pounds to 132 pounds, in that short period of time?
Well, first of all, I was excited that I started feeling better. I had more energy, and I had gone to the doctor just before I got on this program. And then again, I went back. I had to go back for something else, and so she weighed me, and we discovered the weight loss that I had. She took my blood pressure, and my blood pressure had come down. She had done blood work, and my cholesterol had also escalated, which was good because I was able to get off the medication they prescribed. We don't want to be on those medications, so I was excited about that. The other thing was, I had lost several pant sizes, and in that time I got down to size 10. I was nearing a size 16 at that 157 because I'm so short. So I was excited. Anybody would be to be a size 10.
Absolutely. So this was, you hit 131.5 pounds back, well, let's see, it's 12, 13. So that's a couple of years ago. So you've been able to maintain and feeling pretty good about that over the past couple of years, right?
I have. It's been really exciting, and I still love a lot of the different foods and products that the Shape Fast has to offer, or Take Shape for Life has to offer.
Good. Well, I think the bigger part of this is the fact that you've been able to lose. You were and now you've been able to maintain. So it's been quite a journey for you. And what's really exciting is the fact that you have now learned how to keep weight off for the rest of your life. And that's really why we talk about the habits of health. So I really appreciate you taking the time today and sharing your story with us. I do really wish you the best of luck through the holidays, and keep on track with this, okay?
I will. I appreciate it.
Hey, you are so welcome. So I'd like to take the opportunity, and hopefully, everybody will be able to have the same type of a story after the holidays. Appreciate you coming out, and thank you so much. All right. Well, that was awesome. She's been on Point on Purpose now for going on about 4 years, and about 3.5 years. And I really am proud of her accomplishments. So with that, Candace, are you ready to give us the support quote?
I am.
All right. So go ahead and do your share screen and bring it on up.
All right.
With that, while you're doing that, I noticed that Karren's success. There you go. Perfect. So Karren's success was documented, and I thought that was pretty cool that she actually shared that chart with us. So that was neat. All right.
All right.
Take it away, Candace.
All right. Well, hi, everybody. This is week 10 in the Habits of Health class, and what we're going to cover today is building your support system. This is probably, I think, well, I can't really say one of the most important habits in the Habits of Health, because they're all important. But building your support system is definitely what's going to help you get to your goal and maintain it for the rest of your life. We're going to cover chapters 18 in Dr. Anderson's Habits of Health book, and we'll be covering lesson 14 in the companion guide, Living a Longer, Healthier Life. I'm going to do a little review of the last few weeks. Week number 7, we covered the habits of active living. Dr. Anderson has the wonderful acronym TEE, meaning total energy expenditure. And he went through NEAT, the process of non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which helps you to be able to burn calories without really exercising, just by adding little extra movements into your day. Sitting, if you're sitting, then sitting up straight, or getting up and working in a standing position, or even watching television in a standing position. Doing little things like that add extra burning of calories to your day. And it's amazing how many more calories you can burn a day just by doing little extra activities. Even learning something new burns calories. That brain activity, learning something new, I thought that was pretty neat. And we also covered the 6 S's of success. That's the stance, standing, strolling, stairs, samba, and switch. And I thought switch was really cool because that is actually doing things physically instead of using machines. Like instead of vacuuming, if you have small rugs, of course you wouldn't want to, well, you might want to do your whole living room if it's carpeted. Use a broom instead of a vacuum cleaner. But you can definitely burn extra calories by getting up and doing things, switching on the lights instead of using a remote. A lot of people have remote controls for their lights and for their ceiling fans now, for crying out loud. So just doing those little extra things helps to burn some extra calories. And then in week 8, we covered the habits of motion. We covered the EAT walking program and the EAT resistance program. The EAT is the exercise activity thermogenesis. Motion is a very big deal. That's one of the reasons I believe, and I think Dr. Anderson does too, that our nation has become obese, is because we've taken so much of the motion out of our lives. our lifestyles have become sedentary. So that adds into the obesity trend that we are in now. Then week 9, healthy sleep. That is nature's nurse. Healthy sleep was a very big deal for me. I have had migraine headaches since I was 5 years old. And once I got on Take Shape for Life and got the habits of health actually working in my life, one of those things I incorporated was healthy sleep, and that made an incredible difference in my life and my migraines. I honestly can say in 2 years I have not had one single migraine, which is phenomenal. So sleep is a very big deal. It is a restorative, recuperative process that your body needs. The resources we're going to use today are Dr. Anderson's Habits of Health book, his companion guide, Living a Longer, Healthier Life, which is a workbook. Habitsofhealth.net is his website that you can go to, and there's a self-study course. There's also a health assessment, which I strongly recommend everyone take, because you really are going to be surprised at how healthy you're probably not. And also the dashboard, dashboard.tsfl.com. The things that I'm hoping to cover, our objective is understanding the importance of support, sharing the habits of health with others, identifying healthy role models and becoming one, and creating your structural tension chart. Proper support is the keystone to optimal health. Dr. Anderson says, building a support system is the single most important thing you can do to incorporate and maintain the habits of health. He's put it into this neat little triangle where you have healthy eating at the top, because most people, when they get started on the program, it's because they want to lose weight. And then healthy motion on the left-hand corner and healthy sleep on the right. But in the very center is the support system that is the important foundation, if you will. That's what's going to get you to where you want to be and help keep you there. So now, with all the resources we have with Take Shape for Life, we are now building our support system, and we have a comprehensive plan to take control of the most important areas that determine health: healthy eating, healthy activity levels, and healthy sleep. Mastering the triad, or the group of the 3 most important areas, is the bedrock of the habits of health. So, knowing your current reality. Do you know your current reality? Are you at your optimal health right now? Well, it all starts with acknowledging that you do need help and that you cannot do it alone. Take Shape for Life provides you with a free health coach, someone who has been in your shoes and walked many of the paths that you will be walking. But your coach can only help you if you're willing to learn and willing to change. You have to be willing to acknowledge that you need help, and that you are willing to learn and willing to change. In order to do that, you need to understand that you can't do it alone. Many times people start on their journey and start losing weight, the excess weight that they've carried around, and they start getting really comfortable. They get to a place where they feel like they can handle it. And then things start slipping. Many times they'll think that they've got a handle on it, even though they may still have another 10, 20, 30, heck, 50 pounds left to lose. They stop answering the phone calls. They stop checking in. They stop stepping on the scales. They don't connect with all we have to offer. And then that's when things start going backwards. We all have these little bumps in the road, and we all have these little voices that ring in our ears, the things that are far from the truth. the best way to stop those voices is to reach out. And your health coach is there to help with that. That is what we are all about. We are people helping people. That's what our desire, our love is, because we've been there. We know what it's going to take to help you get to your goal and help you stay there. The old saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a day. Well, you know what? You didn't gain all your weight in a day either. So you're certainly not going to lose it all in a day. You're going to have to learn how to undo healthy habits that you have learned over the last 20, 30, sometimes 40, 50 years. So it's not going to be a quick process. The weight loss will be a pretty quick process of getting it off, but learning how to keep it off, you're going to have to really work with your coach. It can be done. It has been done, and that's what we're all about, is helping. So become a student. Educate yourself. Learn the habits of health. Also, part of that is learn how to read labels. If you don't already, pay attention to what you're putting in your mouth. Especially when you get to your maintenance, it's real easy to think, well, yeah, I've got a handle on this, so it doesn't matter if I slip here or there. But before you know it, you started to put on that extra 5 and 10 pounds. So it does matter. Having an open mind to the fact that we will mess up, and when we do, we have someone that's there to help us get back. No matter how long it takes, no matter how many times we fall down, it's the matter of getting back up again. And don't wait until Monday to start the program again. If you mess up, start the next few hours. Just keep on keeping on. That's what it's going to take. Sometimes I have done it myself, I admit, and sometimes I think, well, I'll start tomorrow, and then I kick myself in the butt and say, no, I'm going to start again in another couple of hours. That's what it takes, learning those habits. I have a client who told me when she first started the program that she really didn't believe it would work for her. She really, when I told her, she was about 125 pounds overweight. And when I told her her goal weight was 125, she laughed at me. She really did. She said she had tried everything up to that point and nothing had worked. So she said she didn't believe she could do it. I told her I would believe for her until she could believe for herself. And guess what? She's down over 60 pounds right now, and she's feeling great. She still has another 40 plus to go, but she never thought she would be where she is today. And today, she believes. That is really cool. But the thing that's really working for her is she answers her phone every time I call her. Every time. And if she doesn't answer, she calls me right back. So it does make a difference. Choose a plan of support that works best for you. Mastering the habits of health means doing all of these wonderful things. And everything starts with baby steps. The baby steps of the habits of health start with studying. This includes attending trainings, using the online resources like the dashboard, and completing the 12-week study program, the Habits of Health courses. And then there's doing. This is where the rubber hits the road, where we apply the things we have and are learning. Knowledge only goes so far. Until you put it into practice and apply it, it's only between the ear stuff. And will stay there until you apply it. And not only apply it, but apply it continuously. If it stays there between the ears, it most likely will go into the void of all the other things that you may have learned and never used and then forgot. Use it or lose it. Doing solidifies the knowledge. It makes it concrete and unforgettable. The more you do, the more it becomes a regular thing. One of those things we need to continue doing to make lasting change is eating low glycemic foods. And another would be applying the healthy movement into our lives. Then another healthy habit is modeling. So who do you know that is actively working toward optimal health? of your closest friends, take a look at what their lifestyles are like. Really pay attention. How do they sleep? Do they ever talk about how late they stay up and how early they get up? Where and what do they eat? You probably have a good idea of that. What do they do for fun? How much do they weigh? What is their current health like? Why do we need to become aware of this? Because we emulate those that we are closest to, especially if they are the same sex as you are. And then the last healthy habit we need to master is using the bio network. The bio network are things like the Facebook groups, our community. A great tool to use is the MyTSFL app and the dashboard. These are all designed to combat the overload of information that's out there on the web regarding diet and exercise. On your own versus in a group. You can never, ever get enough help, honestly. By there being two or more people working together for a common goal, you create synergy. Using friends, family, or informal group settings increases accountability. Usually, with formal settings or group meetings, you need to drive to the places that you need to drive to. The dropout rates are a little bit higher, and that's due to time restraints and travel time. With our online dashboard, you'll find it to be interactive, private, and convenient. You can do it on your own time in your own home or office. Another great way to stay accountable is to pay it forward. Become a health coach. It's fun and it's so rewarding, not only from a financial point of view, but also from seeing people get healthy. It really does bring joy to the soul. Hearing people talk about fitting into sizes they never imagined that they could, or getting off of medications that they had really thought that they would always be on the rest of their lives, sleeping without snoring, those are awesome things. They really are. So hearing people talk about the wonderful changes that are going on in their lives, it makes it so worthwhile. My TSFL is a really cool app that we have. It is your community. Achieving and maintaining a healthy weight is hard, but it is very rewarding work. And while our program is simple and effective, support does mean success. Like your health coach, my Take Shape for Life, my TSFL is a free support resource, and it's designed to keep you motivated, informed, and inspired every day, every time you need it. So past users will notice some really neat changes. It can be downloaded. You go to the dashboard, and you can download the app on your iPhone, and you can also get it on your Android. And then you always have it with you. Check it out. And the final word comes from Dr. Anderson. He says, working together, staying connected through an environment that inspires and creates long-term success is a great way to give yourself the gift of comprehensive support in a lifetime of personal health and fulfillment. He did mention someone in the book, in the chapter, that he was talking about the support system. And he mentioned Inga Tretler, I think is her name, in his book, Habits of Health. She evaluated a group of individuals who had mastered successful weight loss by losing at least 60 pounds and kept it off for at least 5 years. Even though their weight loss journeys were different, their stories had one thing in common. They all changed the way they lived their lives. Tretler describes it as a rite of passion. They went from being passive to being an active participant in their own lives. That's what it's all about, becoming an active participant in your own lives, turning to support, the wonderful support that we at Take Shape for Life offer.
All right, Candace, that's awesome. So with the final word, as far as with Dr. A, I love ending with his quotes. He's awesome with working with people, and I want to emulate him when I grow up. So I know that you were talking about learning through baby steps, and of course it is. It's just like that. One of the biggest things that I see that helps with success, of course, is what you talked about, studying, and then kind of where the rubber hits the road. I mean, we have all of these resources, the online, we have Dr. A's Habits of Health book, we have the resources from our coaches that are out there. And the thing about it is the clients, the people that want to learn how to lose weight and actually effectively not diet, but actually keep the weight off for the rest of their life, they really need to pull in some of this information. And the thing that I see is, you're always about that far from success, always about that far, because we have to, as people, and I know that you were as well, we didn't know when we first got on the program, we didn't know what this would do for us, but we found out through doing and experiencing and learning and studying how that we can apply these things so that we can be successful. And that's why I love to emulate these to my clients, because when I give them these tools and they use these tools and they're having the same success as you have had and that I have had and hundreds of thousands of other people that have had, when they start to use these tools, you see that light bulb finally go on and they get it. And that is a wonderful feeling that I get when I'm talking with my clients. So you want to go ahead and stop your share screen? That would be good. We can continue. Thank you.
All right.
By the way, you look awesome tonight. So, with this, the different types of support systems, the different types of support that we have, use one of us. Use one of the things. We use one of the tools. I really do insist that you reach out and grab hold of your health coach. Stay connected with them, because they're going to be the best resource for you while you're doing this. I know that we talked about healthy eating, but the pyramid that we had up there, we have the healthy motion, healthy sleep, the healthy eating. All of those things are affected by the good support that we have. And in particular, you want to dial in with the groups, like as in we have the Facebook groups. Dial in with the groups, or get onto the dashboard and get yourself electronic type information. So you might have it on your Fitbit, or you might have it on your iPhone, but you can get this information and you can carry it with you all the time. And the thing about it is you can share that with your coach. So I'm encouraging you to do that. What else we got, Candace? Do you have anything else that you'd like to cover?
No, I think we've covered it all.
All right. Well then, I thank you for coming in and sharing with us. You're an awesome coach. You've been helping hundreds of people, and I want to thank Karren again. I know she's out there. Hopefully she's watching this tonight, but hopefully we can get more information out there. And if you want to pay it forward, you can do that. It's okay. All you have to do is contact your coach, and they can set you up with helping other people. So I want you guys to enjoy the rest of the evening, and thank you for stopping by. We'll have the Habits of Health class in the next couple weeks. We're going to finish up the series and move into the new year. So I want you guys to think about what you want to accomplish in the next coming year. Okay? Thank you. And you guys have a great evening.
Good night, Rick.
All right. Good night.